Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is episode 13, lucky number 13, on the Pichonniere Valley. And I have some equipment staged around to get started. This is our green bean harvest. Obviously this is not a normal green bean harvester, but I do have that mod that lets me use a regular harvester for doing that, which is great because I hate using those other ones. And if I had to use those, I probably wouldn't have planted green beans in the first place. So I am going to set that on a worker and see what they do. And I need to set that on a worker because I have lots of other things to do today. Now, the next thing I have set, I'm going to end up doing myself because I am going to spread this field with lime, and I need to back way off. I didn't back off as far as I intended to, but this should go pretty darn fast. Of course, I neglected the first time that I planted this field to put any lime on it. So we're going to do that, and hopefully that will... Let's see, has it got it on all of it now? I didn't miss any of that over there, I don't think. So anyway, yeah, I missed that the first time I planted something in there, and I took care of that. Now, as you will be able to see over here, one of the things I have done is I took our little impromptu entrance that I had made before, and I added quite a bit of concrete around the... Oh, there's a big rock that I did not encounter before, or a stump or something like that I need to get rid of. But yeah, I concreted around. I've still got a little bit of landscaping to do to soften some, but just so I'll have a nice surface to drive on back here. Didn't do anything about the inside of the shed. I probably will take care of that. Also, yeah, some smoothing to do back there. Okay, unhooked that. And I've left a little place around, and you know, there'll be things to do with that. Now, I need to go over here, get into this tractor, because I have it set up with my cultivator. I'll go ahead and unfold it on the way. Put it on this field over here, and I'm going to hire a worker for that as well, and just trust that it will do it. Now wait a minute. Oh, nitrogen is really bad. Okay, that's the thing that's bad now. So we have done those things, and I set those going because, if you remember from the last episode, we have a monstrous baling job to do right now. So sit back, grab a snack, unfold that, and I'm gonna hit some of this with a time lapse. Okay, I am back from that time lapse, and I think that's enough for one time lapse. Let's see how this is getting on over here. Where is my harvester? Still going. Okay. Just want to make sure that was still going there. I did get, you may have seen it, although it would have gone by fast for you in the time lapse, but I got a notification that, not something I was immediately planning on dealing with. I got a notification that we are out of space for storing pallets at our goat enclosure. Although it said sheep, but we know we have goats in there. So I think I'm going to have to make a... Actually, it's not so unplanned, just I wasn't planning on it right now because, quite frankly, I had forgotten that I had seen that was getting full the last time, so in the last episode, so well, looks like that cultivator is done. Maybe by the time we get done with clearing these milk pallets, let's see, is that, yep, that's the road right there. Too sharp of a turn, Charles. Okay, now, how am I gonna load all of it? Whoa. Yep, can't even get under there. That tractor. Let's see. It'll load some of them. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. There we go. Load up the rest of those. Now, let's see, we have goat milk now, but let's get in here and we'll find out, because I, of course, haven't even looked at this. What are we looking at? Goat milk. Not a great time of year, but next month is going to be great. So, tell you what, I'm going to, I'm going to have to find a place to actually put these. I guess I'll take them back up to our regular yard and put them somewhere there. And then next month I'll try and remember to come back and gather up any new pallets of milk they've made, and we will get that sold for a... I didn't even look at the price of what it would be, but I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty good profit. It'll be the best we can make from goat milk anyway. Because that looked like one of the highest months that it's going to give us a good price. So, okay, so let me put that here, and let's see. Now, which way is this going to unload? This is going to unload to the, where is it? Where is it? To the right side. Let's make it the left. And we'll set those right there. And I'm sure nothing bad will happen from putting milk out in the sun. Not in this game, anyway. Okay, we will get out of there, go and retrieve our tractor with our intrepid wandering cultivator on it. Won't have to use this so much, the cultivator really so much anymore, because I've got a planter slash seeder slash everythinger that will plant everything without having to cultivate anything. So let's see. I will leave you hooked to the tractor so you don't go anywhere. Just don't pull my tractor anywhere. Let's see. Now I need to, you know, now that I've got this hooked to this, I mentioned that this is going to be way too many bales to pick up 6 at a time, but I don't have that new trailer yet, so I'm going to come in here and pick up one load and go ahead and get them down to our straw production. There we go, first one. Kind of spread out because I'm going around the headland here first. And as always, little bits of straw mist during my turns and things like that mainly. So. Okay, I did hit that to stop loading, but it did not put the straps on. So let's try it again. Straps are on now? Yeah, hard to see, but I guess they're on there now. I heard them anyway. That was close. That pedestrian almost walked right into my trailer. Okay, now I have not done anything with this production, so I did not put any kind of road or anything in, so we're going to just have to go across the grass for now as we figure out now, how do I do this? Do I just get them on top and yep, yay, I just get up on top and they load them from there. So now that we've done that, now let's see, I guess I can get in here and look at my productions. Straw processing. What? Okay. Why won't it show me the straw processing things? It's still showing me all the stuff from the greenhouse. Okay, well, is there anything around here where I can... No active production. Okay. I would like there to be an active production, though. Ah, maybe this way. Okay. Okay, don't tell me that this production, I've never done it before, and I thought, hey, maybe that'll be great. Why isn't it working? Did I make that whole field and, grow that crop and get all that, start baling all that straw for nothing? Oh, Do I have to have water for it to, but why won't it show it to me in the menu? I didn't notice that it took water. Okay. Well, our greenhouse probably needs water too. Since we have water nearby here, we can just come down here to get it. Oh boy. I really hope this production is not going to be a headache. What is it with people walking into my trailer today? Okay, so we'll offload that. Go down here. Haven't been hooked to the water trailer lately. The last time I checked, the greenhouse down here didn't really, wasn't in desperate need of water or anything, so. It probably will take everything that's in here, probably, and then some, but. Okay, there we go. That's all the water that was in it. If it was anywhere close to being empty, then it now has a little bit to sustain it. So we now own property that gives us multiple water sources. Whoa. No, don't get too deep. Is there a place where I can... There we go. So I've got this pond. I've got the pond up at the place where I normally fill it, and I also have the river now on the bottom side of the field, the large field that the harvester's working on. No idea how much water this production takes because it won't tell me. Won't let me actually activate any productions, but maybe it won't until I have all the necessary stuff in there. Still unusual that it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't, even tell me what it needed. Okay, it didn't need very much at all. Let's see, now that it has that. Okay, it still doesn't have anything. Okay, well, that's been a huge disappointment. I won't give up on it yet. I mean, maybe it's a momentary glitch, I don't know. Anyway, at least I got a nearly full barrel of water out of it. I'll just go ahead and take that up to my greenhouse here. The farm really does look so different with that big silo standing there. I like the look of it though. Okay, yeah, I'm betting it'll take this entire thing. No, it didn't. Okay, well, I'll leave you there then. And I need to go up and didn't think really when I put this over here, I kind of put it here because I thought it'd be out of the way because I didn't think I would be using it really ever, because you really don't have to you know, replant your poplar or anything. Now, oh, wait, what? It detached it. Weird, I was just trying to unload the... Oh, put it off the back. That was an inconvenient place. Okay, well, I am headed over to the shop, and I'm going to buy some trees to put in. And I might as well buy a big box of them because they will be they're non-regrowing or anything once we cut them. So I'm gonna grab a box and I'll be back with you back at the farm. Okay, look at that corn we're passing. That is out. That belongs to me. So doesn't look like it's going to be very long until we have to harvest that. I don't know exactly how many months, but okay. So here we are. I got like a how many were in this? It's a pallet of like 240, 60, something like that. And they're oak trees. And I am going to stick this on a worker. And we can watch them there go our oak trees going into the ground, spacing them pretty far apart. So my guess is, spacing that far apart, that we are not going to have all that many rows of them and everything. Maybe one of those things where after the worker gets done, I come in and put rows in between the rows and things like that in here. So okay, see if it offsets them. Nope. Nope, not as much as I thought it would anyway. So, yep. Okay, so that's doing that. Let's go check on our harvester over here. Okay, it looks like it is done. I can't really tell. I probably ought to take a quick run around the field here just to make sure that it got everything. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, green beans is one of those crops that after you harvest it and everything, it has a tendency to look a lot like it did before you harvest it. At least from this angle it does anyway. Okay, I'm going to say that it did it. We have 46,038 liters. We got all the way up to 57% capacity on this. So, and if I remember correctly, green beans are one of those things that could be sold directly off the field because they're actually good in the month that they're harvested. So I really wish more crops in Farming Simulator were like that. Okay, so since we're not putting it in our silo, and because I had a, sort of weird experience with that the last time, let's see, what tractor isn't doing anything right now? Well, the green one, but it's slow. So I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab this tractor here if I can stay in it without hopping out. And... let's see, I put my trailer... Oh, and you might see this area here that I didn't concrete. I left that, and since that was part of that field and wasn't limed, I did put lime on it. Okay, open that. Okay, green beans are going in. While they're going in, that disappointing straw pressing, man. Oh, it's going to make me mad if that doesn't work, because then I got to get rid of that and the sell point that I got for it, and the building that I made for the fictional worker to have to, to be able to use. Green beans. Okay. Well, we've got one place that we can sell those. And where is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that. That's the place where Daggerwin, I went up there one time, and Daggerwin's been there a few times. I've seen in his videos, and he usually pulls in backwards to that. Oh, now, I saw where it was. I should have taken the time to see how to actually get there. Let's see. Okay, that's up by the animal dealer, so that's a big confusing thing. I always take wrong turns and have to correct it and everything. So, okay. So we're headed up there, and then as soon as we get back, I have another job for this tractor. It's a little rough going over this, but let's see. I think this is the way we want to go over here. So anyway, I'm going to make my way up to that sell point, and I will see you when we are closer over there. Okay. Well, I seem to have found it without taking any wrong turns this time. It was still a little bit like, I got to the intersections and stuff, and I was like, oh, which way do I go from here? Once I get into that town part, all the streets and the buildings and everything look the same. Now, the last time Daggerwin was here, he actually went in the right way, so... Oh, nope. Am I going in the wrong way now? Let's see, it's either one that you can go in, right? Yeah, oh well, okay, I could have gone in that other one, but I'll go in this one. And here we go. What are we going to get for our field of green beans? $102,292, plus another $63.66 for the environmental score report. Reward. Okay, I always hear people to call it an award, but it's actually a reward. Oh, I see. You're supposed to go that way, all the way around, and I just pointed with my finger to show the route and realized, oh, well, they can't see that. Okay, lots of traffic here coming. Okay, so I'm going to get back over to the farm because I have another job for this tractor that needs to be put to. We are going to put the baling on hold for a little while. I'm not in a big rush for that field to get done. So now is this the way I wanted to go? I get so turned around in this place. Look out! Insane farmer coming through. Okay, I'll see you back over at the farm. Okay, we are pulling back into the farmyard here. I've got to take care of that stump. I can't believe I left that thing there. Okay, we'll get our trailer parked back over here. It's kind of designated this as the spot to park this trailer. Cover it up. And now I need my big cedar. Now, if I can locate the front of it. Because I've got my harvester still sitting there. I have to take the long way around. Okay. Ooh, I better get beyond the... Come on, get me beyond the trees and everything in the shed. I didn't hit anything, did I? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Not potatoes, sugarcane, poplar, corn, soybean, sugar beet, cotton, wheat, barley, oat, canola. I am right about that, right? I had looked at the, before I planted the green beans, I had said, okay, we can do it. Canola, yes, we can plant canola this month, because I said we're going to have to immediately turn around the green bean field for canola. So we went from a very fast growing crop to one of the slower growing crops. Not the slowest, but one of them. So anyway, we are going to set this off on, are we? Yeah, I'll set that off on a worker, then tab to another vehicle to get so that I don't get run over. And I need to run across the street and check on my tree planter. Now look at this. We've got all these trees growing in here now. Oh, he's still going. Must be on our last, must have caught him on the last row over here. Really all that? You're going to put one tree, two, three, more than I was going to give you credit for anyway. Oh, is it basically doing the headland planting now? Yeah, we haven't made a dent in that total number, but I figure, you know, we'll need them because when these get grown, we'll mulch these up and then have to deal with their stumps, and then we'll replant. Now I own all this down here now, so I know that I can get rid of that. It's one of those kinds of trees that I don't like anyway. Now, my choice of tree here is the oak, and you don't see a lot of people when they're on the rare times when you actually see them planting trees, plant oak. They like to plant something that's going to be a little bit straighter of a, straighter of a trunk. But the straightness of the trunk really doesn't matter to me because of the way that I harvest these. So yeah, some of these are really close, and then there's that big gap between them this way. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be happy with that. I won't overcrowd this thing, even though it'll probably let me. Can't imagine it's not going to be done soon. Unless it's going to come outside of that and put like another row outside of here. Better stand out of the way just in case. Okay, now the question, will they turn around or where will they go? Oh wow, I think they are. I think they're gonna put an actual row right on the field boundary there. Okay, squeeze every tree in there that we can, I guess. Okay, while that's doing that, I'm going to take a real chance here, and I am going to untether my cultivator here. You watch it immediately start walking away. So I'm going to use this since we're just in the yard here. Not that this is a, an under horsepowered tractor. It's just the least of the ones that we have. I mentioned to you a while back that I had put narrow tires on this, and these are supposedly narrow tires. Now, they're not the narrowest, but they're what I thought that I was going to have to go in and spray with before I decided, no, I'm not going to spray with that tiny little spray. Oh, Charles, what are you doing? Come on, man. Don't mangle the produce before you sell it. Okay. What? Is there another box that I was running over? Is that... Okay, and we'll get up here. Well, the tractor wasn't pushing it because otherwise it would have sold when we went across. So that's another $51,004, and then another $31.74 for our environmental score award. Some worker has completed their task. I'm betting that's the one that's planting trees. park this guy here for right now. Maybe it'll stop if the cultivator wanders that way, maybe it'll stop it. Where did you? Oh, it's over here. Okay. So yay, we now have a field of trees growing. Oak trees, as a matter of fact, to be more specific. Now, see, I don't only cut trees down, I plant them. I mean, sure, I'm going to cut these back down when they grow. But, I mean, it still counts, right? Probably not a good idea to grow it too close to my silo, but it's a game, and I don't think it'll penalize me for it. We've just got a little bit of extra room over here, so I thought, well, why not? You know, we'll put in some trees over here too. Made myself a little space to get around it. And here again, I'm not real sure how close I should get with these. It just doesn't want to. There, finally put one down. Really, one in that entire row? Let's start here then. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to have to check on that planter and make sure it didn't get didn't get snagged on trees or something down on the other end. Didn't get snagged on tree, it's coming this way, so I better get out of its way. And I'll just go back down through here. I have no idea how it decides where to leave the empty spaces. Okay, I think that will do it. So that should be all the trees that we need to plant for today. Probably ought to find a better place to put this now. For now, I'll put it here in front of this cedar that we really kind of don't need anymore, but you know, I've got it and I haven't gotten rid of it yet. So let's see. While I'm thinking about it here, I've gone around it a few times. I'm going to go ahead and get this harvester put away. Fold it up. And which bay did I have this harvester in? I think it was, yeah, it was right in here next to the sprayer. Now that I have a shed to put things in, I guess I should be neat about it and put them back there. Now I think, oh, got a little bit of space that you missed, worker. So let's put that back down and take a round around the field here just to make sure we don't have some edges missed. Let's see, what is that? I wonder. There's a bit of green growing there. Did that get rid of it? Well, I can't see. Come on, get in closer. I have to back up. Yes, apparently it did get that little bit of green there. So turn that off, fold that up. And that's all the seeding that we're going to do today. Obviously, I haven't picked up the rest of the straw from that field up there, and I'm not ready to. I haven't even researched what I might want to plant in it. Now, I've planted 2 crops in this field now. Daggerwin, in a fairly recent video that he did, also bought this field, and he baled it and got his bales off, and then, or he actually stacked all of his bales sort of in the middle, because he was going by the, that's what I get for not zooming out so I can see the whole thing. Okay, swing way out here and then make a sharper turn in that way, coming up over the hump, trying not to hit my bale wrapper. And that's how it's done. Okay. Let's see. So, goodness. Well, we have made it to, yeah, we're not to quitting time yet. I did start like almost right at 9 today. You know, I'm trying to be good about that, and, you know, adhering to what the other guys have set forth in the rules. So I guess, as much as I hate to think about it, because when I do, when I think about continuing this baling, let's see, Yeah, my pickup is down. When I think about continuing this baling, I think about our production down there that at least right now is a big disappointment because it's not working. It's not letting me see any of the products that it will make or what the fill quantity is and all that kind of stuff. Not letting me choose which products I want to produce there. So I'll give it some time, but if I can't fix that, then we will be getting rid of it. It is August here, has been the entire time. I really hadn't paid attention to what month it was. So we'll be moving into September in the next episode. We have $241,094. That would be definitely enough to buy a field. But right now I'm gonna save it a little bit because I do have a piece of machinery that I am looking to buy. I mentioned, that I could get a header for that new harvester that will harvest poplar, and we do have a poplar field. But I have another piece of machinery that is much more expensive, it's much more expensive than what that header is, because I think the header is like $30,000, something like that. This other one is over 200,000. But it is a self-propelled vehicle, or vehicle baler, yeah. So I'm looking to get that. I used it in my last series, and I really love that because it will bale like cotton, and it will also bale poplar. So I'm thinking, and because I'm thinking of buying that, I'm thinking that this field, I might just, slowly prep it over the next few months and everything, and not actually get anything into it, and might actually put cotton in this one. Now, I'm definitely going to have to get a bigger trailer if I'm going to be picking up cotton bales. Even though with the thing that I want to harvest them with, it is a self-propelled baler, but it will also harvest the cotton and bale it into round bales. So much easier to pick up than the big square ones. If I get just about any trailer, I can fit more than one on there. So anyway, I'm just going to continue the slog of this, and I promise that I will not go past 1,700 hours working on this. If there's any of this to do, like I say, I'm not in a hurry for this field, so if there's any of this to do left, then I'll just finish it next time. I mean, I'm going to have to be going and picking up all these bales next time anyway, which probably means that in the next episode I will also buy another trailer. Now, hold on a second. Now, before I go, I should, since I mentioned it before and I just happened to remember it, I should go over here and check on our corn and see how we're doing here. Oh, yeah, we've still got a couple of months, so I just wanted to make sure that, of all the plans I had and everything of still, still baling and picking up the things and picking up the bales. I was thinking that, that was going to be a little bit more difficult to accomplish and everything if I also had that harvest to do over there. I will need to buy the corn header for the harvester, so we'll have to go back to the store for that. There's, I think, a different trailer for that, so I may have to think about buying a couple of trailers, especially if I want to do any kind of contracts with those on this map. So anyway, yeah, like I say, I'm going to continue with this. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked the episode, please go down below and hit the like button. If you have not subscribed already, please do so. And if you want to be notified when I make new videos, please ring the bell. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.